I get asked this question a lot. Lee, how can I add value to my home? Well, there's actually several ways that you can do that. Some of them cost money. Well, in fact, let's be honest, all of them cost money, but you're going to get a better return from some certain ones. We're going to talk about 6 or 7 ways that you can add value to your property. Let's go right now. Hello, my name is Lee Lamont and welcome to Luxury Homes in Dallas. We're going to talk about how to increase the value of your home with some simple fixes, simple updates. Before we get into it though, would you be kind enough to just click on the link, hit the notification button just to keep me motivated to share some of these tips with you. Here we go, let's get right into it. Everybody talks about kitchens, bathrooms, maybe gyms, additional parking and so forth, paint, landscape. We'll get into all of that. But the single best way you can add value to your home and increase its value is by adding square footage. The way that we price a home traditionally is on a price per square foot. So if there's a way that you can create some additional square footage, that's going to be your best return. An example of that would be perhaps in an attic space or in a dormer space. If you've got an older home, you may have a pull-down ladder in the hallway and you may be able to walk in your attic space. Well, think about this for a minute. If there's a way you can add some dormer windows perhaps, reconfigure where the mechanical components are, and then of course create a staircase, theoretically you could add, if you're a 2,000 square foot home, it's possible you could add another 1,000 square feet upstairs. Of course, every home is different and every home is unique, but the same applies to basements. Of course, here in Dallas, Texas, we don't have many basements, but the idea of an unfinished basement that could be finished into living space, again, is going to give you some immediate, simple square footage. But let's get back to the attic for a second. In a habitable attic upstairs, you have already got the roofs, you've already got the foundation, you've already got the exterior walls, adding a few windows, some insulation, and some flooring. It's going to be pretty simple and pretty straightforward. Electric's already up there. HVAC is already up there. You may need to, of course, increase your output on your electrical and in your HVAC, but honestly, we can talk about kitchens, we're going to talk about bathrooms, we're going to talk about paint and landscape, but that's it. That's the secret. Add square footage to your home. All right, let's talk about the traditional ways. Kitchens. Of course, if you have an updated kitchen that's got a really cool color palette, very current with your fixtures, your fittings and your tiles and your countertops, and of course your paint, obviously a fresh new kitchen is going to appeal to more and more buyers, and that in turn will increase add value. But be careful, a full kitchen remodel could cost as much as $100,000, $150,000. So be mindful of that, because you might not want to invest that much money if you're only going to get potentially $200,000 back. So think about that. Always talk to an architect, a designer, always get bids, and make sure the opportunity that you think you're going to get a good return on will indeed be able to deliver those results that you're looking for. But yes, of course, updating or remodeling the kitchen is one of your best ways to increase value to your home. Okay, so the same applies to bathrooms. Start with the primary bathroom, of course. That's a really, really important place. And then of course the secondary and third bathrooms as well. And the same applies to what we just discussed on the kitchen updates and remodels. Get an architect, get a good design, look at the current color palettes, look at your material choices, material selections, and then of course make sure you've got a budget, not just a financial budget, but a timeline budget to be able to realize and accomplish this task. Okay, energy efficient doors and windows. Not sexy, not too exciting, but sure, if you've got single pane, older windows, obviously they're leaking energy. You're gonna wanna update those relatively quickly. They're not as sexy as kitchens and bathrooms or adding additional square footage, but they are an important element to be able to increase the value of your home. So new windows, new doors, absolutely a great way to add value to your home. All right, the next one's going to be curb appeal. A lot of people forget that those first impressions matter. So if you get an opportunity to spend some money with a landscape architect and really create a welcoming and inviting, colorful front approach, so when people pull up to your home and walk to your front door, then yeah, you should really consider that. Remember, they're taking in all these subliminal messages from not just your home, not just your front yard and landscaping, but also your neighbors too. So be sure to invest in some decent curb appeal when it comes to freshening up your front landscape. Okay, another great way to add value to your home is the flooring. Hardwood floors are timeless. You can go from 2.5-inch white oak, traditional, honey, yellow blonde from the old school 1930s and 40s, all the way up to your 6-7-inch wide plank. White oak again, you can stain it any color. You could even go with a rustic finish with a chiseled edge and all kinds of different ways that you can update your flooring. But certainly hardwood floors in any format are absolutely a million times better than carpet, vinyl, or any of the artificial products. Go with wood if you can. So the last way to add value to your home is to create an outdoor living space. Maybe a screened-in porch, maybe an outdoor deck. Could even be a front porch if you don't have one, but find a way to create a relaxing outdoor environment where you can just watch the weather go by, watch the dog or the kids playing. But again, you're creating something. But certainly people are gravitated to a space they can go, slow things down, take a good moment to look what's in front of them, or be, in the front yard or backyard. But certainly a front porch, back deck, screened-in porch would be a great way to add value to your home. So there you have it. There's about 6 or 7 ways that you can add value to your home. And once again, if you're ever thinking about buying or selling a home here in the Dallas neighborhood, think of us. My name is Lamont, been in the business 20 years, and I always take care of my clients. So until next time, cheerio.